start, you don't just want to start, you know, stretching like this. You want to start, right, by rotating your shoulders to where you just kind of get in the groove, basically, to where when you stretch, it doesn't feel discomfort, you know what I mean? Or uncomfortable, let's just say that. Sorry, my grammar's horrible, okay? So, you see how when I'm rolling my shoulders back, pay attention how I roll my shoulders in front of my chest, then I roll my shoulders behind my chest, right? This is the trick. You go all the way up, right? You pull your traps up, almost like you're doing a shrug, right? Again, in front again, right? To the back again. Keep doing this until you're able to do it in a full circle without stopping, right? Now, once you've accomplished that, now you're ready to actually stretch, right? So now, when you stretch, you want to pull. You don't just want to, you know, I see some people just do this, like, what are you stretching? You need to stretch the actual muscle to where you feel the stretch, like, you know, like you feel like a pulling, okay? So now, you feel it all up in the lat, all up in your shoulder, right? Now, when you do this, after you've held it for about 15 to 20 seconds, right? Let it go. And what I like to do is I let it come across my body like this, right? Then hold my arm out and I roll my shoulder like this, exactly how I was doing before. Back and forward, right? Get your shoulder in a good rotate just to get it warmed up, right? This is the injured shoulder on top of that. So you see how I don't really feel any discomfort at all. There's a little, like, every once in a while I get snapping and cracking in there, but when I'm working out, I don't really get that much of that, okay? So because I stretch properly. So now with the other shoulder, the same thing, okay? So to save time, I'm not gonna do both sides, okay? So now after you've done, you know, the stretch on the other side, and same thing, the rotation, okay? Same, you go behind the head, right? And when you pull, you pull. You need to feel it here, your tricep, your shoulder, your rear delt. You need to pull, okay? Hold that for 15 to 20 seconds again. Right? Again. Now, when you're done with this, okay, you don't do the same thing as before that I showed you the rotating. You come down, right? And almost like your bicep flexing, right? Except you're pulling your shoulder down, okay? So where you feel it a lot in your rear delt and your lats. You hold it there. Then you push up like a shoulder press, almost like you're leaning your back against a bench. Shoulder press up, right? Again, tight squeeze in the back. Shoulder press up, right? Again for the other side. Same exact thing, okay? So repeat the same thing for both sides, okay? So now you go, after you're done with that, right? What you really want to do here is, I'm trying to like figure out a way to show you guys, because I'm in my kitchen, because this is a really good spot to show you one of the stretching exercises as well. So you want to come up, right? And pull your shoulders back behind your chest again, right? And when you do this, see if I can do this and show you guys properly. Let's move the camera. Okay, cool. All right, so when you do this, pull your shoulders back again. Come up. Shoulders all the way back, right? And make sure your hands touch at the top, all right? This is weird. You come down. Shoulders still pulled back again, and then repeat until the motion doesn't feel uncomfortable at all, okay? You keep doing these stretches until it just doesn't feel uncomfortable, okay? This is how you stretch. This is how you stretch. So that way, you know, when you go in a dip or something, you don't just feel like, or like, you know, you pulled the goddamn muscle because you didn't stretch properly. I stretch for 20 to 15 minutes every day before I work out. I work out every single day. Every single day. I feel like I can, you know what I mean? I can do whatever the fuck. So that's because I stretch properly. So now I'm going to show you guys how to really, like, this particular stretch is my most important stretch. That it just, basically, let me just show you guys. It's to the point where it prepares your shoulders for any weight, especially with calisthenics. So here, the same thing, right? You lock your shoulders in place and you keep pushing against a platform. Like I do this at the gym against like a dip bar. So you can, you know, if you're holding like this, right? And you push, you keep pushing, your shoulders roll back, right? You keep pushing. Yeah? When you come up, keep pushing. You hear the crack, right? That's from stretching. Again. Now, when I come up, you see how I'm holding myself up here? And then my shoulders come up. You're letting your shoulders come down and then come up. You're like, basically, it's like a shrug. When you dip, you don't have your shoulder, your traps touching your freaking, your chin, or your shoulders touching your chin or your neck. You get what I mean? So now you go into a dip position. You don't actually dip. You're just preparing the shoulders, right? Again. Pushing back all the way every single time. Again.